In 2007, God's hand moved greatly through our church, and we believe this has to do with the fact that He has been in this work from the very beginning. When a small group of us met at the end of December of 2005, we knew that God was there. A Bible study was being held at the home of Vernon Mercedes Harris months prior to this, and Miguel Sanabria was led to the Lord by Michael Shane. This was the first soul that was saved as a ministry of our church. January and February, we worked very hard making phone calls to the people in the area in a program called Phones for You. And on March of 2006, we had our first official service with 165 people in attendance. In August of that year, we changed our name from World Vision Baptist Church to Vision Baptist Church. And even though we had to change our name, our heart never changed. On September the 24th of that year was the first time that we held our Matthews banquet. That morning, 121 people were in Sunday school with a whopping 181 people in the church service. What's really amazing is out of that 181, 75 of those people were from different minorities and different cultures. This was our dream from the beginning, to be a church for all people. We ended in 2006 averaging 66 people in Sunday school, 83 people in the morning service, 54 people in the Sunday night service, and 55 people on Thursday night. At the beginning of 2007, on the first day, we were able to finally move into our new building. We were so excited to be in a new space with double the size. On January the 4th, we prayed over Aaron and Jillian Bayshore as we sent them off to North Africa. This was our very first blessing service. February the 4th, we had our second blessing service for Tyler and Gretchen Masters as they left off for Peru to work and then eventually moved to Spain to work in Project North Africa. On February the 11th, Kevin Haar, a missionary in Port Elizabeth, South Africa, started the first church we know of as an independent Baptist missionary with the Kosa people. February the 25th, we had our first wedding renewal service. Nearly 20 couples participated, and we were blessed with the singing of the Calvary Quartet. On March the 11th, we celebrated our one-year anniversary with our Celebration Sunday. There's 51 children in our Faith Friends program, 40 people in our Spanish church, and over 100 people in the English service. March the 29th, 103 people gathered on a Thursday night for our World Vision Celebration Banquet. April the 13th, we held our first ever marriage retreat in Chattanooga, Tennessee. June 6th through the 9th was an exciting time as students from all around America came together for 1 week of intense training for missions. We went to a Buddhist temple and a Muslim mosque and a Hindu temple. During that time, 14 people accepted Christ as we were out on the street witnessing, and many college students consecrated their lives for the cause of world missions. June 10th to the 17th, we took many of our students to Faith Factor Camp in Dawsonville. We worked alongside the staff at that church, and during the week, 3 were saved, 12 dedicated their life to the Lord, and 2 more surrendered to be missionaries. Around June the 16th, our generation, the mobilization ministry of the church, had the great opportunity of sending a team of college students to Morocco with Aaron Bayshore and to China with Jacob Talby. July 15th through the 20th, we had our first ever vacation Bible school. The Lord truly blessed with 83 children, and 7 people accepted Christ during that week. July the 31st, Chris Fees and Trent Cornwell led our teams on a mission trip to Peru, South America. On August the 17th, the medical clinic in Peru ended that was led by David Gardner and Julio Sonco, and there was an amazing 1,490 professions of faith. August the 20th, the Lord provided Julio Sonco a flight from Peru to Alabama where he was able to get a $10,000 pacemaker free of charge. September the 6th was the first official night of our Master Club. September the 23rd, we had our first day of the Nations. It ended our missions conference, and on that day, 2 people were saved, and we recognized over 15 different nationalities that make up our church. And we ended the day by giving a $4,200 love offering to Jeff Bush for his Argentina Land Fund. September the 25th, Pastor Gardner proudly posted his 800th blog article on Vision News. In the 14th month of its existence, it had over 100 subscribers. On September the 29th, the students of Vision hosted the North Georgia Youth Fellowship. There was attendance from over 7 churches and 100 teenagers. On September the 30th, we held our first ever Roundup Sunday. Also that morning, Dr. Dean Hamby presented to Brother Gardner a plaque that recognizes 20 years of hard work as a missionary in Peru. October the 7th was an exciting night as the teenagers led our service. October the 9th, Pastor Gardner led a group of people from the church to Arequipa, Peru, where he spoke at the Peru Baptist College. During that time, John Pearson was inducted into the Hall of Faith for the great way God has shown through him. October 28th, we had a great time at our Family Fun Fall Festival. We had 8 adult visitors with 112 people in Sunday school and 141 people in the morning service. We also honored our mother-in-laws that day. On November 20th, we celebrated our second Thanksgiving service. December 2nd was a great night as we had a Christmas play from our children and teens. On December the 18th, we invited the fellow workers from this business park to join us as we were going to celebrate Christmas with them over lunch. Over 50 volunteers and guests joined us that day. December 23rd was a great day at our church. We remembered the birth of Christ in our Christmas service. We remembered his death through taking the Lord's Supper, and we remembered the resurrection by seeing 2 new believers follow him in baptism. God blessed us with 180 people at Christmas on the north side. 5 people accepted Christ, and we had over 30 first-time visitors. December 29th was a great time for all of us as we went to the Our Generation Summit. Nearly 150 people joined us for a weekend as we considered, if not now, when. In 2007, we saw 23 people follow the Lord in baptism and 28 people join the church. God has been so good to us, and we're so excited to hear tonight the vision that God is going to give us through our pastor.